I always say I feel I treat the film production like an art installation, or I treat the art installation like a film production.
Make love. Deep fake.
Kiss Kiss Kill Kill at Haus der Kunst is Julie Chang's first survey exhibition that combines works from the past 3 decades in 3 landscape installations. She has touched on very relevant topics basically since the beginning or the advent of the digital technologies in the 90s. Her work has been described as real time, which means that it really reacts to the present moment without delay.
So there are 3 rooms, 3 spaces here in the North Gallery. Each room combines different works from different periods and kind of rework it. For example, in the entrance, you see a neon sign from my first feature film, Fresh Kill from 1994. Once you enter the space, you go from room 1, 2, and 3, you actually feel a certain kind of connection, or the story kind of unfolds.
The exhibition develops along the vector of waste. Waste is a central node in Julie Chang's work and also in our lives. Her installations are drawing very much on film. She describes the installations as scenarios.
Each room have a kind of different trashscape, I would say, rather than landscape. In room number 1, we have the food box trash, because these days we are so used to have home delivery food boxes which all occupy another layers of trash. How do we produce our food? How do we consume our food? Thinking about cooking, home cooking, thinking about supporting the local farmers, getting the farm produce, for example. So this is what I mean about kind of filling your own narratives, right? In the room number 2, the trash is actually from the electronic product. So we have electronic produce that we have been using, downgraded, discarded computer keyboard, and take out the membrane from the keyboard trash and reuse it as a way for the AI to learn about different difficult words. So in a sense, all these trash gets like kind of repurposed and resourced. In the room number 3, the centerpiece is actually a burn car. Now, a burn car, along with the car parts, again, demonstrate the kind of trash of our industrial chasing for speed, chasing for updated cars. So in a certain way, I welcome the technology development, and I think it's important we kind of learning how to use the technology, but not to have the technology take over us.
The exhibition also includes a lot of live elements, live sound transmission, autonomous robots, living mushrooms, a lot of aspects that I think create real sort of ecosystems.
Some of the rooms has the artwork that can be interactive, like physically the audience can touch the work and use some of the elements in the work and to interact with the work. At the same time, I do not consider interactive in this case is the most important element, but I'm rather curious about how the audience can sort of immerse themselves into the narrative of the works. Every element of this production actually have many different collaborations with either artists, technicians, programmers. So for this installation, I can particularly invite 2 artists, Martin House in room number 3, and Daoki's Eating the Sheephead in room number 1.
At Haus der Kunst, we aim to keep historic artworks alive and to reconnect them to the present moment. So with this survey exhibition, we also try to do that. How do you keep an artwork alive? You have to engage with it. So even though the works we're showing here may have been made 20 years apart from each other, we try to really open them up and connect them and bring them into real dialogue so that they would appear as coherent installations.
Naked.
Throughout the years, of course, technology always advancing. For example, we had the media, then we have new media, we have the internet art, we have the network technology. So all the time I feel the need to update myself. I decided to use this title, Kiss Kiss Kill Kill, or K-I, dollar, dollar. In a way, I think the title indicates that we always talk about environment. We love our environment. We have to cherish our environment. At the same time, because of our habit, we are actually killing our environment, isn't it? So Kiss Kiss Kill Kill have this kind of warning to say, while you love someone, you might also killing it.